I'm back for some more beast tribe stuff. Today is going to be the day that we advance. As you can see, I have 900 out of 990. And a certain kind will do so on dark green as they grow at night, so easy to be out and mad. They'll fall to bits if you don't pick them right, but I reckon you've got a delicate touch. More so than any of us claim to, if that's what sorting. Anyhow, a pair of our raiders will be standing by in case you need assistance getting up or down. Flower picking ain't their forte, but I've never seen such a hippocart daring do. Ah yeah, that's the one with the... Mary is gazing sadly at an empty crate. Listen, Elita, an important part of riding is being able to ride at all times, and that means keeping up regular maintenance on your cart. It so happens we're running low on spare parts, and getting more of them, I'll also say, it's best suited for fighting types like you. If you could swing by the old Hamza hatchery and fetch me some magic gula vines, I'll be much obliged. You're going to have to take down some small fry to get the gnarlier chap, but his are the vines we want. Healthy handful should do. Mary looks genuinely worried. We might have trouble, Elita. One of our riders has gone missing. Last we heard from him, he was heading back from Palpistan, but that was some time ago. Do you think you could spare a moment to join our search? We've covered the ground between here and Wakeful Tonra, so we'll put on eons out. Nah, I think these are all ones that I've done. So, all I need to do is do 2 of them. I guess I'm really nice seeing everyone like this game sometimes. And just like looking kind of majestic. Oh, blessed bell, someone came looking. You won't believe the beast we've just ran into. Ugliest thing I've seen since the final days. Well, we spanked away like our skins depend on it, but my delivery got jostled out of the cart. To make matters worse, when I pull around to fetch it, my wheel slams into a rock, and now it spins 6 arms to nowhere. My girl was in hippo hysterics. I cut her loose to her bellowing. I hate to put you out like this, but do you think you'd lend me a hand and bring me my cargo? Spotted it by that boulder over there. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna get it for you again. Again. How many times? How many times do you do this? Oh look, here it is. Yep, before my arms give out. Oh no, my arms are giving out. Ah! I'm kidding. That's it. Thanks to sisters, and you. I'll head home as soon as we're ready to ride. Let Maru know we're alright, will you? Yeah, sure. Will do. Do. Now we gotta go beat up some plants. Plantoonies! Let us beat up the plantoonies. Do 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 do. 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 Look at them. Time to hand these in. Big fat tacos, the big fat tacos, the big fat tacos, so big. Big fat tacos, the big fat tacos, the big fat tacos, so big. You got those vines? I had the ample, robust, and gnarly plant planters. There you go! These are perfect. Our hippos appreciate your kindness, as do I. You see, you never want to see blistered hippo. We always make sure to keep fresh vines in reserve, but go through them quicker than you might think. I hope you won't mind suggesting again when the time comes. So that's what's happened. Thanks to sisters, everyone's alright. Our riders are usually pretty good at avoiding the nastier beasties. But the jungle's still a jungle. Sounds like our carts could use some adjustments too. Any road, I'll mention it to the boss. Thanks for being the pal, Elita. You know, it happens more often than you think. It's time. Perhaps it's simply your imagination, but Sabarna's working population feels noticeably bigger. The glint in Trina's eye suggests she'll be happy to explain. Nice to see you, Elita. If you have a moment, I'll tell you the latest. Thanks to our cool and breezy stables, our hippos have been getting all sorts of luxurious shut-eye, and the little pots can't be tempted away from their splashing. All in all, our growing family's bursting with energy. Good thing too, seeing as our services are in ever high demand. Folks have been started to coming around to petitioning for employment, if you can believe it. We've always liked keeping our business to ourselves, so the thought of welcoming the strangers felt dreadfully queer at first. But helping others is what riders do, so we got some new faces on the team. Besides, as swamped in requests as we are, we'd be lost without the extra help. Help! Help! I say! I appreciate the enthusiastic chorus, Ogle, but what have you gone and done to your head? Oh girl, you look fantastic! This is hardly the time for jesting. We're in a crisis, I tell you. Crisis! There are Gajusara in the jungle! Ever since you mentioned that thieving Matagana, I had this terrible suspicion. I had to know for certain, so I cleverly camouflaged myself as this Gaja disguise and set out to investigate. That's a disguise. Ain't you sweating an awful lot? Oh, I would choose a pool of sweat over a pool of blood any day. Between the Aura and Gajasura, there can be naught but violence and vitriol. And there is no doubt as to what I witnessed, a Gajasura in the flesh. The image of it shall haunt my dreams, those red eyes, that devilish armour, that cart drawn by a frothing hippo. What? A hippo cart? He declared his name with a ghastly voice. Akala. I became an edifice of fear. He asked if I was his Matagana brethren. In that moment, all I could envision was my own death and dismemberment by that beastly creature. Before I knew what had happened, I heard my own voice cry out. Not I! I am but a passing Mansuya. Mansuyu do have bodies of men and heads of beasts, so if you squint really hard, never mind, there ain't no way anyone would buy that. Actually, he was terribly polite about it, pressed his hands together and bowed deeply, before leaving me be. You're saying you let him go? Ain't no doubt he's the bandit we're looking for. You're a fighter, ain't you? I'm sorry. While I've come to cherish the Arkasoda as my friends and allies, Gajasura are another matter entirely. When I came to my senses, I searched the area and found one of your associates injured and missing his cart. No doubt the same cart now in Akala's possession. Luckily your man's injuries seemed manageable, so I saw him to Palka's stand, where Yezin is treating him now. Is that so? Then I owe you my thanks. Sorry for losing my temper like that. Everyone's entitled to their weaknesses. Anyhow, even if he did give us leg bail, he can't have gone far. I say we track him down while the trail's hot and take back what's ours. Then let us reconvene at the Shroud of the Samga. I shall take you to the very place I encountered him. Cleaning out that fish pond was no easy thing. Draining out the nasty water, scrubbing the tiles, installing the pump. I felt squeezed as juice by the end of it, but at least the pots have a... Up we go! Sayuria's in Savannah with the others. I won't be responsible for my actions if she gets taken too. I've left Maru in charge, but if this Akala character really is Gajasura, I'd like to get back sooner rather than later. This is where I saw him. From here, he rode off on that stolen hippo cart, but I can't for the life of me remember which direction he went. I was so paralyzed by fear that north could have been south and east-west. To let a phobia get the better of me like this, can I really call myself an adventurer? There ain't much use in crying over spilled chai. You were caught by surprise, end of story. We should stay grounded and focus on what we know. Grounded. Of course, that's it. Grandmother would often say that the trail to prey begins at the hunter's feet. And look here, on the ground beneath our feet, the wheel tracks, departing in a southwesterly fashion. I say we divide our efforts to preclude any Gajasura trickery. I shall accompany Trina as her guard, while Elita, you survey the area for hidden villainy. I'm counting on you. A suspicious disturbance. Sweeping your gaze across the area, you see no trace of Gajasura, hidden, villainous, or otherwise. You listen closely to the sounds around you, the faint rustling of wind through leaves, the snuffling of wild beasts. No hippo carts.
Heard fighting. You heard battle, brothers.
Elita, I thought I heard fighting. You okay? Looks like we finally found our man. His eyes really are red. Not again. Tolerance won't be defeated by the likes of you.
Why no fire? Sunbear full of fire. Akala here. Good for conquest.
I ain't got the foggiest idea what delusions you're riding in on. But I'll tell you one thing. You're picking a fight with the wrong island. You best give back what you took and skip along home.
No, not leave till conquest, Fafnir. Small Gadjasura. Shame to tribe. No place for Akala and Battle Brothers. Travel far to prove strength. Protect brothers. Conquest Thavnir. Home for brothers.
Can't we settle this peacefully?
You, silence. Akala no fight today. Battle Brothers must eat medicine.
I see your reasoning, but you ain't got no right to involve my hippo. Let him go. Now!
Your food. Good taste. Wagon. Good ride. Good for Battle Brothers. Soon your home conquest for Akala. Remember.
Hey, get back here, you! Ah! What kind of person compliments your cooking before riding off with hostages? He's gone. If hippo carts weren't so fast, we could have given chase. He said something about being small, but he didn't seem much different than us Arcasoda. Are other Gadgesaurus seriously massive or something? Oh, about twice as big as your average Arcasoda. It is even said that their leader, the Grand Regent, is indeed so grand to gaze upon their full stature as to break your neck looking upwards. In comparison, Akala seemed quite modestly sized. Were his compatriots similar? I see. Only slightly bigger then. Still, they must be considered quite small by their other brethren. He said they had no place to go. Can't say I don't know how that feels. He didn't seem very open to negotiations. I know, but keeping his brothers safe came before anything, didn't it? Hard to damn him for that. Getting pushed out of society just for being who you are can really work you woe. Makes you wonder if you were ever worth anything to begin with. No wonder he's itching to prove himself. On the Azim step, the very notion that Gadjasura could be capable of such nuanced emotions is, pardon me for saying so, preposterous. However, judging a book by its cover does nothing but feed fear and misunderstanding. This is something I certainly learned thanks to my experiences in Thavnir. She has lovely blue eyes. You've got to judge others by their actions, of course. So far, Akala's mostly injured my associates, stolen my property, and kidnapped my hippo. But still... Back in Vansapati, we lived in a small village, pretty cut off from the rest of the island. People had their opinions of you, and it was no easy thing to change anyone's mind. I remember butting heads with other villagers, to and again over how they treated us. Even made plans to leave town without a hippo to my name once, so I think I might know how Akala's feeling, if only a little. Now let us brace ourselves with some adventuring fundamentals, review of the information at hand. The bandit responsible for the assault of a hippo rider, theft of personal property, and kidnapping of an innocent hippo is a Gadjasura called Akala. According to him, he and his compatriots are here to conquer Thavnir. so as to prove themselves to their fellows and secure a home of their own. Akala also seems to have taken a fancy to our carts, which means he's got good taste, but it also means that Savannah's high on his list to conquer. If I rallied my people and had you two there to back us up, we could probably put down Akala and his crew full stop, but I'd rather it not come to blows. I'm not going soft or nothing, but causing a hurly-burly don't exactly right any wrongs. I want to talk with the others and see if we can't figure out a way to do this civilly. Settling matters peacefully should also put you on the right side of the Radiant Host. I shall be sure to relay your plight to them in a most sympathetic fashion. Now, I shall away to Palaka's stand to check in on your ailing associate. Once he feels well enough to travel, I will send him along. Elita, I'd like your input on our strategy. I'll head back to Savannah first to round up the others. Now, about that bandit.
Not only does he biff an innocent courier, he vanishes with our hippo. When I'm done to turn that scamp into paste, he'll wish he were turmeric.
Normally I'd hand you the pestle with pleasure, Gassa, but things ain't so simple. After all, in another lifetime, us and Akala might have been brothers.
I agree with the boss. Don't feel right pushing around someone who's been through the same thing we have.
Still,
knowing that bastard swindled his way into our sweet hippo's heart is bringing me to tears faster than Maru and his damned onions. Since when do our hippos trust the likes of Gajasara now anyway?
Well, with so many jobs taking us hither and yon, our hippos have gotten used to all sorts of different folk. Even Akala is just one in the crowd. Makes you think, if you can learn to ride a cart, anyone can. Anyone and everyone, I should say. And why not? We gather people here like you and Ogle, you know, adventurers, and when a job comes in, we send them out on their own hippo carts. Having a crew of strong arms hanging around the place gives us the advantage, just in case Akala ever decides to pay us a visit. But they don't all have to be brawlers neither. Say, we got some alchemists. We could send them anywhere on the island to take care of injuries. The right deed for any need, that sort of thing. Opening an adventurers guild, are we? Why not? Stop by, have a drink, hear what work's available. I think I'm onto something here, if I do say so myself. If I can get a link pearl connection going with Kanaka, that'd be even better. We could even give each other moment-to-moment updates. Maru, we got a kitchen, so how hard could a Mayhane be, huh? Get me a Mayhane, Maru.
Mayhane? You got it, boss. I'll get that Mayhane run in the twinkling of a hippo's eye.
Thanks to the efforts of Maru and the others, Zavarna has a new Mayhain. The Hippo Riders are now trustworthy couriers of some repute. Connect with contacts across Thavnir to reach exciting new heights of business. You have achieved honored reputation with the Hippo Riders. New arcs of the travel quests are now available from Maru and Svarna. Furthermore, you'll be able to undertake 3 additional quests for Maru's reputation bonus. Yay! And I now have selection to a larger amount of wares. Hasty hippos! This situation with Akala has me thin in the face. I just hope the sisters has been making sure our hippos get enough to eat. I've only ever heard of Gajusara in stories, so it's hard to believe they're on the island right now. But if someone tough as Ogul takes alarm, it must be worth our worry. Something seems to be troubling Maru. Our Mayhain setup's been bringing folk from across over the island and beyond. It's hard work, but the proprietor couldn't be more happier to keep the libations flowing. That being said, no paradise without its faults. We got more than a few regulars who keep promising to pay, yet keep showing up with empty purses and going home with full bellies. We keep asking them to pay up, but it seems our words slip their minds as soon as the liquor slides down their gullet. I was wondering if maybe you could help us out with this little problem. 3 of these delinquents are at this very moment working in Giant's Gall grounds. I think if a fierce looking woman like yourself were to doubt their intentions to settle with us, they might think twice about shirking their debts again. Maru is in need of a pair of legs, swift both on land and off. Ah, there you are, and just when I'd given up hope of finding you. I've received word of a delivery gone away near the Great Work, and was dreading having to go myself. The task requires some skill in swimming, you see, and while I can manage to stay afloat, we, Arcasoda, ain't much known for our grace in the water. I resigned myself to a few lost crates, but now my prospects are looking brighter. What do you say? If you don't mind a dip in the waters nearby, head to the Great Work and speak to the rider there. I reckon he shouldn't be hard to find. Maru seeks capable hands to help with delivery. Elita, there you are. We've need of a stout pair of legs and a strong back for delivery, and you came springing to mind. The Radiant Hawk has commissioned a major delivery, and while the hippos hauled the supplies quick enough, we ain't got enough help offloading them. You up for a bit of exercise? You'll be doing us a huge favour, make no mistake. If you're keen, talk to the rider at Hamsa Hatchery, and they'll get you started straight away. The situation with Akala has me thin in the face. I just hope to the sisters he's been making sure Hippo gets enough to eat. That looks right, right? Rolling right here, alright here. If you ever find yourself in need of a pair of wheels, look no further. I'll hit you the happiest hippo we got for the low price of a smile, unless you're feeling generous with your girl, of course. More salt maybe? Grub's fresh. Neat. Said to bless the one who displays it with wisdom. Any reports of its eyes moving on their own accord are greatly exaggerated, probably. Said to bestow talent in the arts to the one who displays it. Any reports of crafting shoes by night are likely exaggerated. Said to bring prosperity to the one who displays it. Any rumours that great wealth is hidden within are certainly exaggerated. Oh, divinities! Oh no, no, did Maru send you? Please tell me Maru sent you. My crates went flying into the water, and the current's going to drag him clear away before long. I managed to pick up a few that had washed ashore, but there's 3 out there I ain't reaching, unless I up and turn into a hippo myself. If you could haul us back here, we'll be right as rain. I was sure I'd have to either drown or be struck by Trina's disappointed face, but now you're here I can breathe easy. That is, so long as you fetch those crates before they're swept away. Let's go. Choop, nope. Nope. I guess I don't go underwater. Crispy. Did you find the goods? Those waves are so rough, I hope nothing's damaged. Although the crate itself is soaked, there is still hope for the contents to be dry. Oh, thank you, thank you. The delivery was going smoothly as any other till something spooked my hippo. Poor dear toppled the cart right over in their excitement. I was lucky enough not to catch a hoof to the trunk. So I grabbed what I could, but the rest went tumbling into the waters. I shudder to think what would have happened if I had to brave the sea myself. Sweet sisters, I can feel the clammy hands of death clawing at my lungs just thinking about it. I reckon a bit of slow and steady crate stacking would do me good just about now. So why don't you go on ahead and tell Maru I won't be long.
So you're the help Maru sent word about, eh? Lucky you. We've just unloaded the carts, and all left is to bring them to their destination. See that great tent over there? Take this crate up to the Radiant Host quartermaster waiting inside, and the job will be done. I'll be right behind you with the rest of the crates. Take one of the crates here and deliver it to the Radiant Coast and tent. I'll carry the rest. Okie dokie. If you need anything at all, say the word and it shall be yours. Ah, I take it those are supplies we requisitioned. Apologies for the bulk. I can tell by the sweat on your brow, carrying here was no easy feat. Actually, it was just as a walk in the park. Never mind. It appears the other rider will be along soon with the rest of the crates, so you can go ahead and thank Maru for another job well done. The rider should be here soon with the rest of the supplies, so let Maru know we appreciate him arranging all of this. I'm grateful to hear you have some time before you begin this exposition of yours. The Radiant Coast will benefit greatly from Sir Istinian's martial instruction. We've heard about your exploits, my friend. We're truly grateful for everything you've done. I shudder to think what would have happened at Palka's stand if you hadn't been there. Though many lives were lost, many more were saved, and we'll never forget your courage and kindness. You've got what it takes to haul crates with the best of us, I reckon. I can handle the rest, so go and give Maru my regards. For a long time, all I could think is how dangerous quarrying is, but I finally overcome the anxiety and managed to start focusing on my work. Just knowing the giant skull I mine could save someone's life makes the risk worthwhile. Hey, I'm working here. I don't have time for chit-chat. Man has no interest in conversation, but a healthy dose of doubt might earn his attention. Let us doubt you. Where is my doubting face? There we go, doubt. Huh? The hippo rider sent you? Hey, now, you don't have to scowl at me like that. I have their money. Here, take it. I should have settled up earlier, but you know how things go, right? I'll make the proper apology soon enough. You go and tell them how cooperative I was, eh? Please? What? Do you think I'm some kind of thief? I'll have you know a friend of mine works on my hen, and he's been hounding me to no end. Don't worry if I was going to run. I'd have done it already. He doesn't seem worried about his mounting debt. Perhaps you make him doubt his financial strategy. Huh? You're really in a fit of pique, aren't you? I didn't know the Mayhem needed funds that badly. Alright, I'll pay what I owe. Don't know what I'd do without my
evenings if I couldn't spend them in the Mayhay. You go ahead and tell Maru I'll be along with his money within the bell. When I was climbing this ladder, dodging beasts left and right, it dawned on me that I had more courage than I realized. Perhaps I merely lacked the proper motivation to use it. What is this? Giant Skull Grounds. Quarried here by the wagon load, the purple streaked stone known as Giant Skull is one of Thavnir's most coveted exports. Incredibly dense and possessed of high ethereal conductivity, it is prized not only as the building material, but also as a component in the crafting of unyielding arms and armor, and the brewing of alchemical concoctions. I found this one at one point. Kajia's footsteps. Known as the mother of the crowns and gilt, Kajala is honoured in both name and in form at this open-air stage for dancers. Those who carry on her legacy perform here beneath the stone-carved likeness, strutting and twirling for the glory of their gods and ancestors. I'm getting there. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 more to find. Oh, it goes even higher. Excuse me, miss, but as you can see, I'm quite busy. She seems distracted by her work. Make her doubt her priorities. Do, 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 do. What? You said I owe how much? I'm embarrassed to say, but I'm almost 4 sheets to the wind by the time I settle the bill. Can you take this to the kind people at Svarna? I've even put in a bit extra by way of an apology for my oversight, and while I'll tell them myself when next I see them, for now I'd be grateful if you apologised in my stead. I hope there wasn't any trouble. Well, they can be surly with a few drinks in them. They're good-natured in the daylight, or so I hope. The contents of the sack could pay for a whole month of revelry and debauchery, with plenty left over afterward.
Well, well, you're still plenty persuasive, it seems. Truth be told, more than a few of the couriers coming to the mayhem to blow off steam are friends with relatives of the good folks helping us out in Svarna. In the interest of maintaining good relations, I never pestered them over much. But now I'm coming to realise that some just can't help taking a mom if you give them an elm. I'll have a talk with the proprietor about how we should deal with this problem in future. I'm thinking we'll be needing a solution sooner rather than later. Thanks for your help today, Elita. Welcome back, Elita. Was the situation as dire as the rider made it out to be? I see. Looks like we're in your debt once again. I can't help but wonder what got into that hippo though. This all happened round about the great work, you say? Might have been some particularly fragrant concoction brewed by one of the alchemists. Or maybe it was something else entirely. Either way, we do well to find out the cause before this happens again. I'm guessing supplies made it without a hitch? Another job well done, but I ain't ever doubted you. Having folks like the Radiant Host as our regular partners gives our business some legitimacy in Razatan. But we'd never have made it this far in building relations without your help. Your contributions be noted down. I wrote it down and everything. Yeah, I've seen what you say already. Yeah, we've both seen but both say. There's one more quest to handle. Could go for it. Green Astamagura. You found the flowers? Deep green blossoms that give a lovely sound and bright. Yeah, these are the ones, and in great condition too. Of all 8 colours of Astamagura, they say Sandurva likes this dark green the best. When you're praying for good business, it's these flowers or nothing. We gotta make sure we're pulling out all the stops after all. There we go. Oh, look at over here. This will be the making, right? Anyone read Blood of yours here? Oh yeah, there we go. Right. So,
take me to get to where I need to go. $1,810 days, 905 days, so 5 days. Let's see, so 1,140 is how much I'll have in 9 days. $1,200, 1,320, so in 10 days I should have my next rank up. If I'm judging things by the Shadowbringer section, rank 8 will probably be the max, which means there's 2 more ranks to go. But the next rank will probably be the last of the story ranks, because there's usually just 1 rank that goes up after that. So 10 days from now. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday will be when the next rank up is. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and hope you all enjoyed my playing time through. Take care, and I hope to see you all again soon. Love you all. Take care, my darlings. Bye bye. Mwah.